Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your March 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Gemini, it does look like something that may have been unavailable to you is opening up. Okay, I do see here that you've been closed off, or maybe it's felt like someone has been closed off to you. If you have been looking for love, maybe you've been closed off to the dating world. I see that that is shifting here for you in the near future because you have strong potential showing up here. So really beautiful energy starting off, especially after we feel like we've been closed down to a situation, or again, we've stayed a little bit stagnant, because I do see here with the Two of Swords showing up as your challenge, or in your challenge position, you've had to make some choices in matters of the heart. Now, you are ascending. You've been working on yourself, your self-development, your spiritual practice. Some of you releasing devil tendencies or destructive tendencies, okay? Maybe self-sabotage for some of you, but the outcome is love. Beautiful. So starting off here, you have the climbing. There's something you are working really hard at, right? It could be a relationship with another, relationship with yourself. You have been ascending, you have been climbing the mountain, but sometimes it seems like you are climbing and climbing and climbing just to feel like you are stuck on the side, right? I mean, look at this guy. He's not just going in a one direction. It's not an easy climb. It feels like all the odds are against you, right? Gravity is defying him. He is literally hanging on the side of a mountain here. So I feel for you, Gemini, you've gone through a very important relationship or lesson or soul contract that has cause you to evolve your soul quite quickly. Okay, a lot of you, this could be spiritual awakening. You may be going through a major awakening, or someone that you are dealing with is going through an awakening, but you're climbing up. And because you have the padlock here with the strong potential, I feel like you're opening up to the idea here of love. You're opening up to a new level that wasn't unlocked in the past. Okay, it's almost like Mario Brothers, right? Or a game. You have to go through the different layers, the different levels. And if you don't get to the end, you cannot go to that next level. If you don't get through all of the things that you needed to get through in that first game level tier that you're at, it's not going to unlock the next cave, the next chapter, the next path. And I feel like you are unlocking something that was hidden within you. Maybe you were unsure if you could find love, or if you were unsure if a relationship was going to work here, or there were parts of yourself. For a lot of you, Gemini, this is unlocking pieces of you. Okay, regardless of relationship status, although we'll try to pinpoint singles, those in a relationship, we'll take a look at it all, but we're going to read the energy. And I feel because you're unlocking an aspect of yourself that maybe you didn't have access to in the past, there's a strong potential here for you to really be in a union of happiness, if that's what you're seeking, or for you to be in a union with yourself that feels balanced, that masculine and feminine energy of receiving and giving, reciprocity here. So the garlic showing up is strong potential. I mean, think when you eat something that's very garlicky, it kind of permeates throughout your whole body, and you can smell it and you can taste it, and it just feels a little bit overwhelming at times. Now, this could feel like the path moving forward. It could feel at times like it is taking over because it's a whole new level, but you have what it takes. Because bottom of the deck, your advice subconsciously here from your higher self, your guides, is being in the moment with the chickens. Okay, the chickens is showing up to remind you not to get lost in the past, not to look behind you or look down, right? As they say, if you're afraid of heights, don't look down. because that can freeze you. That can put you in a state of fight, flight, or freeze, right? You want to get out of there. It feels uncomfortable. But don't look back because you're not going that way. You're climbing up here. And it's important for you to focus on the task at hand or focus on what's right in front of you, Gemini. There is a sense of forgiveness I see here as well. You can see that there's two. There's a hen and there's a rooster or a chicken, so I feel like there's two components, whether that's the masculinity, femininity within yourself or another person, but it requires both of you or both of those energies to be balanced and to be matched. Okay. Right behind it, you have the keys. There's some sort of choice that needs to be made here in the moment. Okay. And that's the importance here. Not making a choice based on necessarily just the past, not making a choice necessarily just based on the future, but making a choice on what's happening right here, right now. Because as you unlock new portals, which you are, the potential for something is going to increase. And if you make decisions based on maybe something of the past, you could miss out on this potential. So let's take a deeper look. Gemini, you start off with the Queen of Coins. She is in her lower vibration, but it is about you being able to have this strong sense of confidence within you, okay, and peaceful abundance. And some of you, there was something you may have wasted your time or your energy on, okay, wasteful attachments. Sometimes the Queen of Coins, maybe I said Queen of Wands, I was getting her energy, but the Queen of Coins here, when she is in her lower frequency, she can either neglect or smother a situation. Sometimes she's overbearing, right? And I feel for some of you, it's attaching your energy or having others attach their energy to you that doesn't feel quite balanced in that masculine, feminine energy, okay? That's why you're showing up here. There's something here in your physical earthly realm that you're being guided to find balance in. When the Queen of Coins, she's showing up in her upright, in her, higher vibration, she brings in a lot of peace. She's very abundant. So if you are feeling that way, it's because you have ascended, you're climbing up. But at the beginning of this climb, there's still a little bit of that fear. Okay, because you may be hanging on for dear life, right? Look at him. He's hanging on there. It almost looks for dear life to the one piece that's still kind of protruding there from the side of the mountain. So you may want to ask yourself, Gemini, are you hanging on for sheer life? Or is there a new direction here? Is there a new path? Because regardless of where you go from here, you're not meant to stay hanging limbo on the side of the mountain here. You'll get tired, right? You'll eventually decide to kind of fall. And then you'll have to kind of start over again. And I feel like that's what you don't want to do. So you're in the midst here of saying, what's my next move? What's my next path? How can I find more abundance? How can I find strength and resourcefulness? Because the Queen of Coins, she is very resourceful. So what's crossing your path here is your head is going in one direction, your heart is in another. You're at a crossroads. This is making a difficult choice, but I feel like you could be at times overthinking, okay, or overthinking your emotions as well. I really do get this energy of attaching to an old story or attaching to an old way of doing things that may cause you to feel like you don't have the key, but you really do. I mean, if you're moving up here, you have the key, but you feel stuck or you feel like something is unavailable. Is it because you're, again, spending your time and your energy attached to hanging on to something for dear life because you think that if you fall, it's going to be the end of you? Sometimes that's what we need, is that fall, right? That fall, because then we're able to start fresh. I hope that makes sense. Now, with this Two of Swords showing up as your challenge, this is about getting honest with yourself. There's a decision that needs to be made here, and you can't hang in that limbo position. You're going to get tired, and you might as well make a choice before a choice is forced for you, okay? And I feel like you have the resources, you have the abundance here to open yourself up to a love connection or to self-love or to healing, right? Whatever this is here for you, Gemini. But I also feel it's important not to overthink, because as an air sign, I get it, I'm a Libra. As an air sign, we tend to really overanalyze and we get in our heads and we can overthink things, where we just need to take a little bit of a step back and not have to know every little piece of the way. Or once you get to maybe the root of a problem, or once you come to some sort of finality of a decision you want to make, try not to second guess it. Try not to go back on it. And I feel like that's where we have that energy of looking down or looking back, but you're not meant to go that way. You've already fell in the past. You know what it's like to fall. That's why it's so difficult, right? But I feel like you have some new options, some new resources, some new levels that are attainable here for you within a union or within yourself. What's below you? Some sort of deception, betrayal, 7 of Swords. This can be lying to oneself, right? This can be hidden deceit or self-deception. And that could be an underlying energy around this next chapter, because you're getting honest with yourself. There's a lot of making a choice that's going to actually be in your highest good, but Spirit is saying you must make this choice in the moment versus thinking again too far into the past, because that can be a depressive energy, or too far into the future, which can be anxiety energy. It's important to be here right now in your honesty, in your humility, and staying humble along the way. Okay. There could be an important conversation that you have with someone, maybe regarding a past experience, Gemini. This could also be with yourself. Because what I see here in the recent past is some sort of soulmate connection or childhood wounding. This can be cherishing memories of the past. You may be cherishing memories that you had with someone. Some of you may tend to daydream and you get lost in the past with the 6 of Cups, but this is a very strong soulmate union, okay? And I feel for some of you as well, either you or someone that you were dealing with or are dealing with may have suffered from some sort of childhood trauma or some sort of childhood abandonment, rejection. Someone may also have lost a loved one early on, or they were betrayed by their own family or parents, or very early on in a relationship in their life. Now, what's coming in above you here is more air, Libran energy, Queen of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with another air sign. But this is about you balancing up your emotions and your logic, right? It's literally the 2 of Swords here. It is you having a reaction, because that's what our emotions are, is a reaction to a thought. And a lot of you are really in your feels, but you're trying to stay, you may be trying to talk yourself out of a way that you feel. Okay, that's what I'm getting here, trying to talk yourself out of a way that you feel. Now, feelings, they're fleeting, and feelings are part of, again, the side effect of a thought. They're very valid, but they're not real. They are, again, based on a conditioning or an experience that's happened. And I think it's important that you express yourself, express your feelings, emotions. Don't hang on to something, Gemini. Don't try to talk yourself out of the way that you feel. Just allow yourself to have these experiences. Allow yourself to channel that energy into something healthy instead of something destructive, which we have the Devil energy here as well. So it could be talking to someone about your feelings. It could be not going to extremes, maybe not numbing, suppressing, drinking, sexting, drugs, right? Keeping them bottled up. Now, this could be you or someone that you've dealt with, or it could be part of the childhood trauma that you've seen growing up or someone else that did. But I feel that it's important for you to trust in your intuition at this time to cut through any of the fluff that does distract you, that does hold you back, okay, with the padlock. Because in the near future here, you do have the King of Coins. You want to secure a sense of abundance. But I do see here that in the past, there has been a weakened sense of security. Okay, there has been a weakened sense of security. So some of you, maybe there was a job loss. For others of you, you were trying really hard to build up your money. Someone could have even been a workaholic. Now, we see a pair. They just highlighted that to me. Queen of Coins, King of Coins is a counterpart union. So if this is a union you are currently in, someone may be overworking, or they could be seeking some sort of status, some sort of materialism. This can be difficult for a relationship, right? Someone may be choosing their coin or their pentacle above love, or they need to find a balance more. If this is a relationship you are looking to manifest, you want this union to be filled with reciprocity and trust and loyalty. But because there's some sort of past experience here, Gemini, where deception or betrayal, or maybe even not trusting in yourself fully, tends to still kind of linger in the past. Or some of you, this is a soulmate that you are calling in or are in this relationship currently. But I do have a feeling here that you want more stability, but you're not quite sure if you can trust a stable union that's either present or coming in. That's why you have the Queen of Swords here. Okay, Queen of Swords is about cutting through to the truth. What is your truth, Gemini? How are you doing at this time? You have the Devil showing up within you. So this could be destructive indulgences. Some of you are freeing yourself from toxic patterns, Capricorn energy, from temptations, from addictions, from obsessions, from fears, from codependency, or even manipulation, okay, or even materialism with the King of Pentacles, right? You're freeing yourself is what I feel like you're working on, but there's still something lingering. There still feels like there is, you know, a lock on something, or you feel like you are locked down to something. I'd much rather see the Lovers than the Devil, right? But this is our primal urges. It is our desires. It can be our sexual fantasies. It's the Devil here. Just feels like it's holding you in a place where you can't quite feel like you're getting to the next level of the game, right? The next tier. But you've already unlocked a secret passageway. You've already unlocked something within yourself. So the Devil here is about you releasing the Seven of Swords. The Devil and the Seven of Swords are friends, right? They are two peas in a pod. So I feel like there's healing around these two for you. And only you are going to know what that is, right? It could be a person. Again, it could be a characteristic within yourself. It could be a shadow aspect of you. It could be a relationship that you're hanging on to, or you want to release, but it just feels like there's maybe codependency or money or children, or you built a life together, something of that nature, or because it is such a strong soulmate union. Now, what's going on in the environment? You have the Four of Wands. Some of you are feeling a little bit isolated. Four of Wands, twin flame energy. I mean, you have all the cards here of a strong, maybe destined soulmate or karmic relationship, because we do have here, oh, this is destined. This is a destined relationship. You have the Temperance showing up here as well. There is some sort of union that either you're in, that you were calling in, or you have been in here, that was meant to teach you a lot about yourself. I feel for a lot of you, yes, it's twin flame. Okay, Four of Wands. This is wanting to feel a sense of togetherness, but you feel a million miles away from that at this time. There's a sense of needing to free yourself. You see here the flag, liberation, but it's showing up in reverse, which is feeling very alone, even when you are with this person, because of the Devil. The Devil is blocking some sort of, because the Devil can be obsession, right? It can be obsessive, even sexual energy. And maybe that's why you have the garlic here, because it's almost very pungent. It's very over the top even. Maybe someone around you, their energy feels over the top. And I feel like it's important to honor the path, honor the journey. There's something here about a home as well. A home involved some sort of holiday, by the next holiday. That could be significant for you as well. Maybe even Memorial Day. Okay, Memorial Day is standing out. I mean, isn't that, yeah, Gemini season. So Gemini, it could even be Memorial Day, or maybe that's someone's birthday here as well. But I do see here something coming together around Memorial Day. All right. Now, you have the Temperance card showing up as your hopes and fears. This is about patient balance. And what did we say earlier? Trying to find that parallel between masculine and feminine, right? This is about you being able to balance the head and the heart, right? But, or at least to be able to kind of set them both to the side so the soul can lead the path forward. So you can see the truth in some sort of belief, some sort of emotions, instead of letting them be the overriding factors where we make decisions based on overly emotional parts of ourselves or beliefs that are limiting us. That's why you are being asked here to try to find balance, or try to, again, let yourself open up, take a step back so your soul can truly step through and say, okay, this is the experience that I chose to have. Is this something that I need to learn, or can I step up to the next level? And because you have Temperance here, Gemini, this is the card of patience. It's not always fun to be in the energy of patience, but you have the Temperance angel, typically Archangel Michael, protecting you. This is the card of blending those energies. It's the card of self-control. And because we have the Devil here, I feel like you are tempted at this time to indulge in some sort of destructive pattern or relationship or, path. But Spirit is saying here, you have what it takes to temper your behavior, to not go to extremes, and to have some sort of self-control, because that's what's going to bring you happiness. That's what's going to open you up to this next level. That is the key to unlocking this padlock. And you hold the key within you and with the help of the angels. Because the fear here is reckless imbalance. The fear is, what if I just go for it, right? What if I decide to take a big, bold leap when I'm climbing here? But what if you decide to be impulsive in your move? You could land on, fall back down here, and you may have to start over. There's nothing wrong with starting over, by the way. It's up to you, your soul's journey, your path. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. But your final outcome here, Gemini, is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we see a lot of energies playing a role here for you. There could be a lot of cooks in the kitchen, so to speak. We do see a divine counterpart, but we see a couple of other queens in the mix. So maybe someone's exes, maybe someone's parents, or mother, or sister, or a friend, or someone like a friend, right? It could also be different characteristics of you. But I also feel with this Queen of Cups showing up, this is intuitive compassion. This is love. This is healing and nurturing, right? The Queen of Cups is extremely intuitive and compassionate. She's very loving, very empathetic. She is someone who does at times, extend her heart, sometimes even at the expense of her own self, because she loves so deeply. Could even be a water sign, or some of you have some strong water placements in your chart. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. But I'm feeling with this Queen of Cups, some of you are filling your own cup first, or you're working on your emotions, not letting them get the best of you, or getting overly emotional around a situation. You're learning to kind of temper some emotions and not become the drama or get involved with some sort of drama, Gemini. Okay, because you have this ability to heal and to nurture. And sometimes that's why the Devil grabs onto you, because you are a healer, right? And I don't want to say they see you as an easy target, but sometimes, especially if you're dealing with maybe manipulation, or you're dealing with, oh, okay, some of you, I'm hearing that song, Why Do Good Girls Like Bad Boys? Okay, so some of you may have even grew up in a setting or an environment that was very good, right? Very prim, very proper, maybe very religious, maybe church going, and maybe you've attracted bad boys in a sense, or reverse roles. It's not gender specific, but I feel like you have a lot of love to give, and there's something very innocent, very sweet, very sincere, very wifey or hubby material about you that tends to pull in maybe the devil energy of some way, shape, or form for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this is releasing the tendency to let people push your boundaries. Okay, the devil could be a characteristic within yourself that you are meant to master in this lifetime. It could be something within yourself where it feels like you've been used and abused, and put your heart out on the line for people to walk all over it, right? There's a lot of lessons here, and I feel like March is a very intense month when it comes to matters of the heart. So let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have, please, for Gemini? Okay. Not for you. Not for you. You're getting that twice. You have the padlock here. So something could definitely be denied to you, but I feel like it's for you to climb up and move in a different direction. So if you are not able to go through that passage, right? And I keep thinking about Mario Brothers, right? If there's a passage that you're not able to get through, find a different way, right? Or maybe that's not the passage or not the path that you are supposed to be on. Maybe that's not the relationship you're supposed to be in, or that is what you are meant to learn, and not keep repeating a cycle here. Because you're moving up, your soul is ascending. Your soul is saying, Gemini, it's time. It's time for you to take a new direction here. But I feel with card 6 here, and how interesting, because that's also Lover's energy, and that's you, Gemini. This is a clear knowing that something could be denied or maybe rejected, but that's God's protection. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation, or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Wow. And for those of you that are single as well, and maybe you're still kind of thinking about that past love or a past situation, there is a strong pull, and you may be, again, you could be a twin flame in separation. For others of you, if you are in a situation, you're really going between your head and your heart, because maybe you built a family with this person, right? Maybe you have had, built a home, and you have maybe children together. But I feel like something is being denied to you in order for you to take a new approach. The protection message, Gemini, is this: don't chase, right? Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself. And nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. Oh, I like this. Yeah, this is a sign that there is something much better waiting for you. So like it says here, don't beat yourself up, or don't beat your head against the wall here, because this is not, the best fit. And I do feel that devil energy is some sort of obsession energy, or someone is definitely obsessing over you, and you could be the one saying, no, I know my worth. I'm filling my own cup here. I've learned some very valuable lessons about being taken advantage of, or feeling or being naive. What you've learned from a situation, Gemini, is self-awareness. It's self-truth, not to deny or self-deceive yourself any longer, okay? Or maybe you've done that, or betrayal has been a part of it. I mean, this is pretty deep. Let's get a message from your crystal spirits. And at this time, Gemini, I just ask if you can, please take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale with your eyes closed, please tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstones that show up in your mind's eye. Now your crystal could show up as a specific shape, size, or color. Maybe it's a gemstone that you're familiar with and maybe even know the name of. Perhaps it's a piece of crystal jewelry that you're wearing on you or you have in your pocket or your purse or your wallet. Maybe your gemstone in your mind's eye is emanating a specific frequency of love, healing, clarity, or compassion. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal or crystals, if you have more than one, in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So make sure, please, that you hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, Gemini, your crystal is Euclase. Euclase, card 23. It's a beautiful blue crystal here, and that can represent communication. It can represent truth. It's card 23, which breaks down to a 5, so it can help you overcome some obstacles that you may be facing, because this is the stone of wisdom, wisdom from within. It's inner truth, aligning with divine intelligence, and trusting your own earned wisdom. That's very important for you at this time, Gemini. Understanding the people you love and care about isn't always easy, especially when you become aware that you still have much to learn about yourself. All of us have hidden gifts we have yet to acknowledge. They are easier to discover when you look through the eyes of love, guided by an inner wisdom that reminds you that we are all on a healing journey and at different places on the road. Listen to your intuitive intelligence about your relationships, for it's the universe and not wishful thinking that will bring truth about other people and about yourself into your own awareness. And we keep getting that energy here of personal awareness. Something that maybe you weren't seeing or wasn't available is actually opening up to you, but in a new way or a different path. So this is definitely an intro into your awareness. And this stone, when we meditate on it, it is a powerful wind element stone, right? Which is good for Gemini as well. It's the air. But this is a stone that clears the energy field of densities, and it quickly and easily is felt in the upper chakras. It clears the mind. So for those of you that are really stuck in that Two of Swords energy, this stone can help clear the mind. It can open us up to our intuitive guidance and new perspectives with extreme clarity. It opens the chakras from the throat to crown and makes it easy to understand and clearly communicate incoming intuitive information. Excuse me. And that's what we see here. It literally says intuitive compassion. So instead of maybe intuitive comparing, instead of questioning, is this my intuition? Is this, on my path for my highest good? Instead of second guessing yourself, which can even be a form of self-deceit or betrayal, because sometimes in the past we've made decisions that we feel didn't turn out the way that we had hoped that they would. And then we were hard on ourselves and we say, well, I didn't listen to my intuition, or I made the wrong choice, or I thought my intuition told me yes, but it ended up wrong. So sometimes we beat ourselves up because we have some sort of results that we didn't want. But it's important to remember, Gemini, that's part of our growth. It's part of our evolution. It's part of our human experience. Try not to beat yourself up. That's why you have the chickens here. It's important to make intuitive decisions in the moment, not based on something of the past. Okay, stay present, stay focused, stay aware. Now, last but not least, let's get a message here from your soul's truth. What is your soul trying to tell you at this time in matters of the heart? What do we have, please, for Gemini? Wow, look at this. We have, what if it isn't true? The thing that you're telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, or you can't do it, or you won't get there, or that you're not enough, or it's not for you. Wow. Okay, so what if that's not true, right? What if there is an alternative way? Today's soul action. It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, Gemini. Put your hand on your heart and ask the wise one within you. What if it isn't true? Then what else might be possible? Journal your answers. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? There's the lie. 7 of Swords. There's the attachment to the lie, the devil. Your outcome is trusting your intuition, Queen of Cups. What lie do you need to let go of to reach your soul's truth? It's time for a soul chat this month, Gemini. So again, the thing that you're telling yourself, you do belong, you are worthy, you are lovable. But I feel like there is a sense of honesty with the Queen of Swords that needs to take place this month in order for you to ascend and grasp that key fully so you can unlock the next level of consciousness, the next level of soulmate interaction, the next level of love, whatever this may be for you, because your outcome energy is the potential. There is strong potential here with the garlic, right? So this is potential that could have everlasting effects, right? It could be a soulmate contract that you open yourself up to that maybe you didn't realize could be far better than anything you've left behind here. Don't look back. You're not going that way, Gemini. I think this is a very intense, deep month for you to make choices that are really going to put you in a favorable position, especially eliminating that devil and that 7 of Swords is going to allow you to move up and climb and reach heights and destinations that maybe at one point you thought was never possible, but it is. That is what I have for you, beautiful souls. I hope that resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share. Drop your crystals in the comment section below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And make sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. Lots of love.